Here's a thought for today. It's May 11th, and if today is your birthday, you share your birthday with the late actor and comedian Phil Silvers. And one of the movies that Phil Silvers was most famous for starring in was It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And if you're not familiar with that movie, uh, there's a group of motorists that witness an accident, and they stop to see what happened and help the person. And the person there with his dying breath tells them about this suitcase filled with $350,000, which would be millions and millions of dollars in today's money. It's buried in this park. And the motorists, in understanding this, they can't come to an agreement on how they're going to go find this money and split it up. So they take off on this madcap pursuit to get there first and get the money for themselves. And what happens along the way is more people get involved, and in the end, nobody ends up getting anything. But that movie, in a way, it kind of reminds me in business of how it is when you work with companies that go to bid their business out in these bid situations. Because those bid situations can seem so enticing because it can be big revenues to your company. However, those type of things take up a lot of your time and effort. It pits competitors against each other in price wars. It erodes profitability. It becomes more of a commodity transaction type relationship as opposed to being a strategic partner. And if being a strategic partner is part of a way that you differentiate your business, this type of business is really not for you. Or at the very least, you've got to know at what point you're willing to work in a bid situation, what conditions you're willing to work, and when to walk away, that the ROI is not going to be there anymore. So think about that. With a little over half a year left in 2026, you're probably going to come across a lot of bid situations, and you've got to think of how your business is. Are you looking to be more of a commodity or a strategic partner? So I'm not saying you can walk away from every type of bid business, but when you're looking to be more of a strategic partner, you've got to know how much time you're willing to invest, or how far you'll be able to work with competing on price in a bid situation. Now go make something happen.